Welcome back. You're watching Profit Buzzers here at NDTV Profit. Now, key market voices have made a strong push for tax reforms in their meeting with the Finance Minister ahead of the budget, from recalibrating of short-term capital gain tax to, anywhere between cash and derivatives to easing the burden of dividend and buyback taxes. Participants have outlined measures that they believe can deepen India's equity culture and boost household participation in markets. Let's go across to Shimi for details on what was proposed.
Yeah, that's right. Capital market pre-budget consultation attended by some prominent names including Saurav Mukherjee, Sandeep Sikka, Motilal Oswal, and people from MCX and regulatory bodies, and in fact mutual fund industry as well has concluded. And in fact the participants have suggested some key recommendation to the Finance Minister in its pre-budget consultation, and that include that lowering the security transaction tax on cash compared to derivative, and that is very important suggestion coming in. As we know, there has been a chatter around levy of securities transaction tax for quite some time, especially after a PIL have been filed in the STT levy, that how this is leading to double taxation. So that is something noteworthy and we need to watch out for. Then there are discussion around how to sort of increase the retail participation in the equities market and increase it up to 8% from current 2 to 3% is also something being discussed in the meeting. Other than that, the discussion also held on there should be a buyback tax on only the profit portion of it and not the total buyback amount is also something the capital market participant have pitched. And in fact, there are also some discussion around that the short-term dividend should align with the NRI rate, as current rate has reached up to 45%, and that is very concerning, and that's what capital market participant has pitched today to Finance Minister. Now, the pre-budget consultation meeting will continue with startup and manufacturing sector through the day, where they're going to pitch their respective wish list to Finance Minister. And this whole week, as we know, is action-packed for Finance Ministry and Finance Minister as she's meeting people and representative across the sector. And in fact, the entire pre-budget consultation is expected to conclude on October 28th with meeting with social sector and internal official. And that is important because that will set a tone and preparation for government on several allocation, need and requirement of each sector, each ministries. And that's also coming at a point when in our last meeting with economists suggested to have a budget this time to be more growth-led budget, to have more focus on fiscal prudence. And that is also important because the 16th Finance Commission submitted its report on the fiscal glide path of government for next 5 years. So it's interesting to watch out how these suggestions will pan out and to what extent Finance Ministry would kind of look into these recommendations and whether that will reflect in the final budget making.